or engrave your personal or business logo on just about any product. View our designs at romikadesigns.com or simply email us with your ideas. We specialize in custom design and would be honored to have the opportunity to discuss it with you. Call us at 817-400-4040, email info@romikadesigns.com, or visit us on the web at romikadesigns.com.
Hey travelers, do you want to save money on your next flight? Then pick up the phone and call. That's right, call, because the best prices are not online. They're with SmartFares. See, SmartFares has special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at ridiculously low prices. Our prices are too low to publish online. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner or shopping. So stop searching all of those travel sites to find the lowest price on your next flight. Let one of our SmartFares expert travel agents find ridiculously low prices for you. Call SmartFares today and get the best price on your next flight. Guaranteed. Also, save up to 50% off business and first class tickets.
855-325-1820. 855-325-1820. That's 855-325-1820.
Hey, there's something you forgot to do. It sure is hot. Are you sweating like a dog? Wait, what? Dogs don't sweat. Oh no, you forgot to get your window tinted. Whether it's the kitchen window that sits in the sun for the hottest part of the day, or you just got new wheels, call Sharp Window Tinting in Burleson. 817-615-9379, or look them up on the web, sharpwindowtint.com.
Accelerated Graphics and Signs, 101 East Renfro, Sweet Sand, Burleson, Texas, can handle all of your graphic needs. Need a banner or promotional products for your business? They got you covered. T-shirts and caps for your group. All you need to figure out is if you want them screen printed or embroidered. How about some slick graphics on that hot ride to make you stand out from the crowd? Accelerated Graphics and Signs can handle anything you throw at them. Located at 101 East Renfro Street, Sweet Sand, Burleson, Texas, go in and see them. Call them at 817-991-0523 or reach them on the web at www.acceleratedgraphics.net. They are loud and proud and want to serve you. Accelerated Graphics.
Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395.
Serving Johnson County, Texas, Joco Community Radio.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Real Estate Reality with your host, Diana Roberts. I am with EXP, Cliff Freeman Group, Realtor. Actually, I have some news that I want to share too, but I'll do that in a minute. It's really exciting. But I also have with me my co-host.
This is Jason Chandler with Affinity Mortgage in Burleson.
And we have our special, beautiful guest today.
Glenda Cloud with Cloud Custom Homes. I'm also a realtor with Team 1 DFW Properties.
Nice. Welcome. Yes, we're so excited to have you here. I do want to share my news really quick.
Let's hear it.
I went to the Expert Advisory Boot Camp, and so I am now certified through NAEA for being an expert advisor for listing and buyers.
Congratulations.
I know.
Awesome.
It was pretty awesome. That was fun.
Wow.
That was fun. I learned a lot. I learned all the things I'm doing wrong.
Right.
They're good at telling you that.
Okay.
That's why you go to them. So you be like, what am I doing wrong?
Exactly.
Get straight.
Yeah.
Yep.
I see it. If you're not still learning in your trade, you're not doing it right anyway.
Right. I think that's what we need to learn, all the things that we're doing wrong before we need to learn the right things to do.
Right. Same.
You
Yes,
get
I agree.
criticized on the wrong things.
Yes. Yes. And it was like, and it's funny when you learn, how to work a little smarter versus harder sometimes. Like, because
Right.
somebody, now what I did was I basically sat through other agents that are, really very successful realtors in this industry. And they have shown me all the ways that they have failed. And I'm like, oh, I did that too. Okay. Now I know what not to do again.
Okay.
So it's good stuff. It's good stuff.
That's awesome.
So how are you guys doing today? It's Wednesday. It's hump day.
It was Wednesday. I thought it was Thursday.
No, they can't rush it.
No.
You got to see this one through.
Yep. Yep. It's hump
Oh,
day.
darn.
So Glenda, I am so excited to have you on the show. You are a custom builder.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think that's awesome.
Yes.
What got you into that?
Just when the market was crazy, when we were seeing like all these multiple offers on properties, we had some realtors taking 30 and 40 offers on one property, and you have to present all of them to your seller. So it was like crazy just to drive up and show a property, and you have all these cars lined up, people trying to see it.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, like, is it a party going on here or what? But I just got tired of it. I just got tired of all of the, the craziness. And then I had already been buying properties, like lots,
Yeah.
raw land. So I was paying someone to cut it, paying taxes on it. So I just said, well, look at here. I just decided to do my own thing. And I wanted to build like a luxury home, but on a smaller scale.
Nice.
So it's 1,800 square feet, the one I'm completing now. And the one I'm about to start is like a little bit over 1,400 square feet.
Nice.
And it's in a community, urban community. So, but yeah, I was nervous and excited about it. So, but it's coming along. Actually, I have people that are working right now. The trim guys are doing all the doors and trim work and stuff.
That's awesome. That is awesome. So what is the price point of where these houses are?
Now the price point is where the houses are. This is older homes, but there's just a few new homes in the area. So the price point is probably like $250 to $300.
Okay,
but there
nice.
are some older homes that are lower than that, because the community is not like a newly established community. It's
Right.
like I'm putting a new homes in a community that has been established back years ago.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. So, and you do have to factor that in, of course.
Right. Right. So I'm kind of trying to bring the value up of that community, and so
let me ask you this:
I love
since
that.
if it's a established neighborhood, and then you're bringing in a new home, a lot of times with the established neighborhoods, they have trees. You can usually tell when a neighborhood's been around. They actually have trees instead of a
Right.
brand new development where the trees are real small, just
Right.
planted. So if that's the case, do you go in and you still clear off your lot completely, or do you construct around trees to keep, some of those bit like there's some nice trees on the property?
Yeah, to keep some of the nature. Yes, I if it's for the plans, if the trees are in the vicinity of the building plans, yeah, we have to clean them off. But I was able to save maybe a couple of trees that's not so tiny, but yeah, we were able to save a couple of trees, but the most of them we had to clear off.
Got to clear them.
Yeah, because they
Okay.
had the big branches and stuff, and then you don't want that to mess up your foundation.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was hoping to save as many as I could because it would have made it look grandfathered, like older,
Right.
like the new house, and you got the big oak trees or whatever. But yeah, we had to clear most of them off.
Big trees, big roots. Yeah, and yes, that's priority number one, right?
Right.
Nothing messing with
Right.
the foundation. So
Exactly.
Yes.
yeah, I can see that challenge.
And
Yeah.
and sometimes buyers don't understand that, like especially for new builds, they want trees. They're like, I want trees. I want it all to be covered with trees. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, do you?
Yeah. So I
Let's
was
think about this.
yeah. I was only able to save a couple of them, one in the front and one in the back, but they're not too big. But yeah, and then the house has like the cathedral like ceilings.
Oh,
So a lot of
beautiful.
those big trees, we needed to get rid of them so you can kind of see the whole structure of the house. better.
Yes. And so you have a website that others can, go to be able to look at and view the inside of the pictures of the house that you're building?
Yes, it's
Awesome.
Cloud Custom Homes
Okay.
Development LLC. I believe my daughter created my website for me. So,
Nice.
but yeah, they can go to my website and look at the home and the framing process and stuff like that. We have pictures out there.
That's good.
So you were talking about price point. I guess really looking at the neighborhood. But with a brand new home, of course, you got the cost. What does it truly cost to build this home? And you've got to figure all that stuff in too. So would you say like your home, this particular home, have you closed on it already?
No, not yet.
Okay, but you have a specific sales price for it.
Right.
I mean, do you right now? Have you come up with a specific?
Yeah.
And where are you looking at?
Like 359.
359. Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice. And how many? It's a three. How many bedrooms?
It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath
Oh, nice.
with an office, 2-car garage with the oversized garage, and it's a beautiful home. It has the cathedral ceilings. I'm customizing it, as much as possible. The barn doors, and it's actually a farm and ranch style.
I like that.
Yeah.
That would be one of my favorites. I like the front picture. I can't wait to see the rest of it. I haven't actually gone on there to look yet. And I was like, I need to look.
Yeah, that back porch is really long. It's probably about maybe 13, 14 feet long.
Nice.
I guess I'm saying the measurements right, but I know it's really long. It's a nice place to go out in the mornings and enjoy your coffee and relax. And I have the private fence around. And the acreage is about maybe a quarter of an acre. The
Oh,
lot.
nice. Okay.
Good size lot there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it does.
In the homes where?
It's in Wichita Falls.
Wichita Falls.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay. Oh, I like Wichita Falls. That's a good
Yeah.
area.
Yeah.
Is that where you're primarily wanting to focus in that area?
Well, I'm building on the east side of Wichita Falls.
Okay.
Which is primarily like those homes have a lot of people has passed away, and the properties just kind of went down.
Yeah.
But just trying to, my focus was just to bring in a good product, not to just like this house has shown a lot of, I've been getting a lot of attention.
That's
Mhm.
good. Yeah, well, it's
A
gorgeous.
lot of attention, and I didn't, that wasn't my focus or my purpose to get a whole lot of attention, but it has been. So I guess I'm doing something right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You are. I love the difference between, the white with and I think there's like what kind of wood is that's over by the front door?
It's a cedar. I use the cedar beams.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those are beautiful. I love the
Thank you.
contrast
Mm.
between the
The
color.
cedar.
Yeah, with the cedar and then the white. It looks really great together. I
Yeah.
like it.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I was trying to do as much farm and ranch style as I possibly could.
Yeah, that is very popular right now. It
Mhm.
really is. Like that a lot of buyers are looking for properties like that. Every time that I see them come up, I'm like, ooh, I want one.
Well, I just hope someone enjoys, a nice family that would really enjoy this home, because I'm putting a lot of passion into it. I've been doing real estate for 22 years, so I've seen a lot of homes, and
Mhm.
and I look at them, I'm like, I can do that, or I can do that better than that, and these are builders that's been building for years,
Right,
so
right. Yeah, sometimes it's a
I'm
little.
trying.
So you design yourself? Or did you get with an architect?
I got with an architect.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, and I just kind of told them what I was wanting, and they put it together.
Uh-huh.
That's sweet. I can definitely see that you have a passion for it, which is where you need to be, right? Like anything in life, you got to be passionate about it. You got to love it, or
Right.
it's not really. Yeah, You know,
Right.
you got to do what you love.
Right.
It
Right.
helps if you like
It helps, exactly.
Yes,
It
it
helps a
does.
lot because it's like, darn, I don't want to go to work today. I hate this job.
Right? Exactly. And I never want to feel that way. So that's why I went into real estate, because I was like, I want to love my job. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to love my job.
Right.
Make dreams happen.
Yep. I love to see people get their keys to their new property. And
Yeah, that is a special occasion for sure.
Mhm.
So I have to imagine, on your first project, you have in mind what it's going to cost, but
Right.
there was probably a lot of costs that came up
budget.
that you were like, "Whoa,
Right.
I didn't figure about this. I didn't
Right.
think about
It's a
that.
lot I
know
didn't figure in.
like the city's coming
Yes.
around, permits, stuff like that. Also, right? There's just a
Yes.
lot of expenses just to get it going.
To get it going, yes.
Uh-huh.
And the permitting part is number one. That's the top of the list, is going through the city to get the permits, and then you have to get the insurance, certain types of insurance. This stuff is expensive.
Mhm.
So yeah, all of that has to be figured into your budget. And I don't care how much figuring that I did, it was still cost that I'm running into costs that I didn't. I'm like, oh, I didn't see that, but it needs to be done. So it's like I'm in now. I can't just stop. So
No.
for a few $100 or whatever, I'm like, go on and do it.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to.
So, but yeah, at the end of the budget, it's always more. I mean, with me this time it is, because it was a learning process, and
Absolutely.
also,
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, but on the next one, you're gonna be like, okay,
okay,
all
yeah,
right.
I know the do's and don'ts.
Yes, we got to plan
Exactly.
for this and that, and then maybe plan for a little more unexpected. Now, you think it's all going to be in Wichita Falls at this point? In the same area, pretty much same area.
Yeah, because right now I'm there now, but I plan on working my way back to Dallas, the Dallas area. But I do want to utilize the lots that I have there first.
Right.
And I just kind of wanted to start in a smaller city to just get my feet wet, to kind of see, how the process goes, and and then, but I am from the Dallas area. I did live in Wichita Falls, but yeah, I just wanted to use those lots there, and I'm very familiar with the city. So, but once I build this one, the next one, I'll probably do one more there, maybe 3, and then work my way back to Dallas.
Oh, that's going to be awesome. All right. So if you're in the Dallas area and you're looking for a custom builder, I mean, Glenda, she's doing a great job. She's doing great. I love it. I'm excited for all the things that are going to be coming soon for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. I've been working with you a little bit on another side of another deal.
On another deal here in Cedar Hill.
Yes.
Yeah, we're trying to get a lot sold over there.
Yes.
Beautiful community.
It is.
Beautiful community.
Yes. And it's gated. Is that more or less what you're wanting to accomplish at some point too, possibly? Like have like something along those lines?
This is getting bigger than what I expected. I mean, that's, you talking way down the line. I mean, maybe one day,
Yeah.
God says the same.
But
Right.
you're already, this was to purchase a lot for future building. Is that what you're?
I was just purchasing a lot because they were like really inexpensive. I'm like, oh, let me get one of these lots.
Do it now.
I
right?
didn't think about just, I always had a passion to rehab houses.
Yes.
Just go in and gut them out. And I've done that here in Dallas, certain areas. But I've never thought that I would be a Cloud Custom Homes. No, but
Well, I know Monica is proud of you.
Who?
Monica.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's my friend.
Oh, that's awesome. She is proud of you. And that's something that, that's a big job to take on. And it sounds like I don't know. I think you're going to make it. I think you're going to do great. Cause just based off of that, just off of what you've done so far, it looks really good. And I would buy it.
Thank you.
I would buy it. I think it looked awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. I hope I can get it sold.
Yes.
You can, it's open to you.
All right. I'll share it. I will share it. Let's go.
Absolutely.
I will share it.
But I think what it shows is you can be, you know, you don't have to go from I've been a realtor for 2 years and now I'm going to be a builder. You know, you over time as you learn more and like, hey, I could do that better than this and that. Well, let me try doing some rehab.
Right.
Doing the rehab, you know, I'm pretty good at this.
Right.
And then one day it's like, well, you know what? Enough of the rehab. Let's build one.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's not like you have to have it all right there. You learn as you go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, kind of hone your craft on what you're doing, and then that's the ultimate is we're going from the ground up
Right.
to build it. So yeah, the steps that it took to get there,
Yeah.
I like it because people can use that in really anything they're doing in any industry. You know, hey, we're starting here and learn more, and then you get up to that point. So good job.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah. The steps were I was kind of nervous. I was extremely nervous. Like, oh, but eventually, you know, I got it started. And now that I'm, you know, in the process of it, it's like, okay, it's not as bad as I thought it would be, you know. And a lot of people ask me, is it a headache building a house? You know, I'm like, well, I'm building it for, you know, putting in what I want to put, you know, for it's a cloud custom home. So I'm just customizing it. It's not like back in the day we built houses, you know, like you put a contract on a house and then you go and pick out your carpet, your
Right.
tile and your floor and, you know, all this stuff. So I'm doing that. So that part of the headache I don't have.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you did have somebody though that did want you to build a house for them and they wanted to have some say in it, you know, would you be open to that?
Yeah, I'd
Oh.
be open to that because that would be their choice of, you know, a contract with that person.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To build the home of their choice. But yeah, but this one here and the next one is well, if somebody come along for the next one and like the plan or whatever, then yeah, they would have the option to do that. But yeah, this one here is it's like all me.
Right. I like it. I like that a
Yeah.
lot. So
Sure.
with I know like with builders, like contractors sometimes can be a hardship in finding the right ones. How did you feel about the ones that you found in Waxahachie to put this one together? Or
I-
not Waxahachie.
Wichita
Wichita Falls,
Falls.
yes.
Little,
I
few
prayed.
hundred miles difference.
Okay.
A little bit. I knew better. Sorry, my bad.
I didn't know anyone there. I mean, not to like subcontractors or anything. I didn't know anybody like that. You know,
Yeah.
I know people there. You know, I have family there, but I didn't know anybody to do a build job.
Right.
So, believe it or not, I just started Googling the best foundation person in Wichita Falls. And
Nice.
this name, and this name came up. So like I had maybe 3 choices. So I called them and the one that gave me the best price is the one I went with. And then after going with that person, I asked him, you know a framer? Yeah, I got a framer. You know a plumber? Yeah, I got a plumber. You know electrician? Yeah, I got and then I just started building people from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was blessed to have good contractors. I mean, they are actually awesome.
Oh, that's good.
They are.
So good.
They probably get sick of me sometimes because I blow them up, blow their phones up, and like probably say this lady is crazy.
She wants to add what?
Right. At the 99th hour.
That's good though. And like honestly, I'm sure they're used to that though too. You know, their phones they have to be blown up
Right.
in their line of work and they want that. You know, that means that they're doing what you're wanting them to do and they're going to do the job right. Hopefully that's their thought process. But it sounds like it is because that is actually a huge blessing. I feel based off of some of the builders that I've spoken with before, they do not always have the best of luck when it comes to all the contractors. Like sometimes that can be the biggest headache part of it.
Right.
Other than dealing with the, of course, the city, the permitting and all that stuff too, that can sometimes be a hassle, but it worked out.
Yeah, and they could tell I didn't know what I was doing because the city was like, well, you need to get this and this need to be here, like your survey. She was like, this need to be on this form. And I'm like, how am I gonna get that over there? And I was just trying to figure out like, oh, I need an architecture. Engineer. I need an engineer or somebody, so I just had to figure it out. And I eventually I did that and here I am.
That's awesome. I'm so proud of you. Like,
Thank you.
Yep, that's
I-
But you just
good.
don't know the right verbiage to say.
Yeah.
You just don't. It's like you're standing there in the window looking at the person on the other side of the window, like, huh? Like, how do I do that?
Mhm.
Like, I want to ask them, but then I don't want her to think or that person to think, I'm an idiot.
Well, it's kind of like when you take your exam and your education to become a realtor, lender, whatever you're doing. It doesn't matter how much education you take, you really don't start learning until you get involved with the
Mhm.
real life one, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And that would be, you could take all the building classes and do this, don't do that, and you're writing down notes. Okay, I got this down, not too bad.
Right.
But then once you live it, and you actually got to go up to City Hall, well, you don't even know which department to go
which
to,
door do I
right?
go through?
Well, you're in the wrong department here. You got to go over this, and okay.
Yeah, you need to go to the second
yeah.
floor.
But so
Yes.
hopefully you took good notes, and you're like, I got this down. I know what to do the next time.
Right. Right. I have learned a lot.
And
A
Yeah.
lot.
most of your contractors have they told you, yeah, we'll help you on the next one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're ready?
They asking me. They're ready.
Ready to go?
They're ready. They're like, when you gonna start the next one?
That's good.
I'm like, let me get this one sold first. Let's get it under contract.
And then we can move on to the next project.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
That is awesome. Well, and I love that they're already wanting to work with you again too. I mean, that says a lot. That says a
Yeah,
lot.
You're not too bad, or they'd be
Yeah.
like, no, thank you.
I can be. I can't. I mean, I'm really nice, but I can be. They can tell you that. Some of them, if they're not there, it's like, come on. Time is money. Come on. You need to be here. But I've been blessed with good subcontractors. I really have.
Well, and getting the supplies needed has been a challenge for a lot of builders, over this last year.
Yeah.
Just supply lines are down,
Yeah.
inventory's down. I know a lot of homes that were supposed to be ready in February. We were closing in August, waiting on, the
Supplies.
actual supply to get there where
Yeah.
they could put stuff in.
Right.
And there's not really anything anybody could do about it. If there's not any at the stores, there's not any available, you're waiting, right?
You're waiting, exactly. And the only problem, the most waiting I did was the windows. The windows took about 3 weeks. So
Wow.
they were my subcontractors, they're very professional. They do this all the time. So they were telling me, like, go ahead and order your windows because I'm telling you, it's gonna take a long time. So I like 3 weeks out. So, or 3 weeks in, I will go ahead and order the windows. So about when we got ready for the windows, I may have had to wait maybe like another week or a few more days or whatever. I was just trying to be proactive
Yeah.
and, just kind of order. Just they gave me a lot of pointers.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they gave me a lot of pointers because, like you said, it was, materials and stuff like that it was just slow coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think a lot of that was the gas prices too. The diesel. Ooh, I'm glad it went down. I think
Right.
we're going to start seeing a lot more things being able to be on time, maybe.
I hope so. We'll see.
I think so, especially for Christmas time.
I
Ooh.
was heading from Fort Worth, like downtown Fort Worth, to downtown Dallas yesterday, and I noticed, where all the tracks are.
Yeah.
They're close to downtown. It was the first time I've seen every one of those tracks had a train on it. I mean, the place, you couldn't even see tracks because it was pure trains.
Wow.
And I was like, well, something's going on, and I don't know if they can't move on, or they're waiting for stuff, or they're all just, there's so much stuff being loaded. I don't know if it was a good sign or a bad sign.
Right.
Either they're sitting there waiting, to be able to go and get stuff to ship, or they're getting loaded for sending out. I don't know what that meant. So it's either good or it's bad.
True.
So I don't know. I guess we'll wait and we'll hear at some point.
Yeah.
But it's just something I noticed is like usually there's no trains on those tracks.
Yeah.
Usually all you see is tracks, and it was loaded up with trains.
Hmm.
So good or bad, we'll see.
I think I'm going to go with good. I'm
Yeah,
going to
I'm
put
gonna
some
go with good
positive,
as
right?
well. Since it's Christmas time, I'm
Right,
thinking they're
Christmas.
probably bringing stuff in.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to Grinch it up or anything.
Right?
I'm
Don't be a
I'm just saying what I saw. But yeah, I'll go with the positive too. I bet they're ready. They're waiting to get loaded up and wherever they had to go.
Yep.
Take it.
Yep.
So
do their deliveries. Let's
Yeah,
go.
bringing in all
Absolutely.
the Christmas toys.
Yes.
All those toys.
Yes.
People won't be disappointed.
Right.
Where's
Right.
my stuff?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I know. I'm like, wait, was it? Oh, we're going to take a quick little break, guys. We'll be right back. So stay tuned. We got a lot more good stuff for you guys. A lot more knowledge. Let's go.
Why have thousands of aspiring authors teamed up with Christian Faith Publishing to publish their book? Because Christian Faith Publishing is an author-friendly publisher who understands that your labor is more than just a book. We provide authors freedom and flexibility throughout the publishing process, professional book editing, award-winning design, and some of the highest royalty structures in the publishing industry. And as always, you will retain 100% of the rights to your book.
I was looking to find a company that I could trust, one that assisted in the editing process completely.
The most important qualities that I was looking for was a publisher who was honest and upfront, no hidden costs or fees, and owning the rights to my own work.
Christian Faith Publishing will publish, market, and sell your books in all major bookstores, online booksellers, as well as specialty Christian bookstores. Call for your free author submission kit.
800-978-4812. 800-978-4812. 800-978-4812. That's 800-978-4812.
Out-of-date carpet giving you the blues? Tired of your old dingy and broken tile? Let my friends at the Floor Store in Cleveland, Texas give your home the makeover it deserves. This is Old Taco Joe coming to you for the Floor Store. Whether it's carpet, tile, wood flooring, or real wood laminate, the Floor Store can cover all of your flooring needs. Located at 405 West Henderson Street in Cleveland, Texas, owner Brent Harris can help. Shower tile, tub surrounds, even backsplashes. Give them a call today at 817-641-9444. The Floor Store, they got you covered.
Hey, there's something you forgot to do. It sure is hot. Are you sweating like a dog? Wait, what? Dogs don't sweat. Oh no, you forgot to get your window tinted. Whether it's the kitchen window that sits in the sun for the hottest part of the day, or you just got new wheels, call Sharp Window Tinting in Burleson. 817-615-9379, or look them up on the web, sharpwindowtint.com.
Serving Johnson County, Texas. Joco Community Radio.
It was good though.
Okay, thank you.
All right. I have a song idea for us too. Don't let me forget.
Oh.
Uh-oh. All right. Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for staying tuned. Joe Community Radio is proud to be the voice of Johnson County, Texas, and is live 24/7 on the TuneIn Radio Network. TuneInJoco.com is the place to find all the ways to listen and watch, and the station app is also available for free on Android and Apple devices. Simply search your store. Check out our lineup and more at jococommunityradio.com. This episode and more brought to you by Patriot Claims, making your insurance work for you. Reach out to your Texas sales rep at 844-839-4245. That's 844-839-4245. Especially with all the storms that we've just, that we had yesterday, definitely reach out because they will be able to get you your money and what you need in order to get your repairs done from the storm. Also, be sure to dress your arms and more at thetiffy.com. All right, which are pretty awesome too. I'll tell you about those. You might like this idea. All right, so I know we were like during the break, we kind of had like a I'd like to hear more about how the community, like what you're doing for the community and how the community has like really brought you in and said, hey, we want to talk to you, right? Like I want to hear more about that.
Okay. The city has
Oh
Lord.
I just kicked him. I'm sorry.
Got a fight going on in here.
I know, right?
The referee.
I didn't say anything.
Sometimes I need one with him. I'm just kidding. More like he needs it from me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead. My bad.
But yeah, the city they came out and I talked with the city councilman, very proud. He was like, this is what we've been needing to happen on the east side, businesses, new construction, So I was like, okay, cool. I didn't, you know, it just kind of happened.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the people, they've had me, or the city had me on a couple of channels, Channel 3 and Channel 6. So I've had some really good feedback from Channel 6 wanted some feedback from people. So I've had some really good feedback, and then I had some that's not so, but yeah, I think there may have been some questions about some taxes going up, or you know, but in order for the taxes to go up, I know the homes over there are older homes, and I'm coming in with newer homes. But in order for the taxes to go up for a resident based off of the new homes, I would have to build maybe 30 to 40 homes over there to change the whole demographic of the neighborhood, the area, in order for taxes to go up. And I just kind of want people to understand, that that's not going to happen.
Right.
The Wichita Falls Central Appraisal District, they already went up on their taxes last year. I wasn't even there last year. So, but the taxes is based off of your own criteria of your home. So not, like I said, I would have to bring in 30 or 40 homes to change the whole demographic of the neighborhood in
Right.
order to see an increase.
Well, and I mean, I would think that they would think about the fact that this is going to bring some more equity into their home, right? Because now it's bringing the community and kind of bringing the community up into a little bit more of a higher scale, right? Which
Right.
is then going to, in fact, put more in their pocket when they go to sell their house. If you think about it that way, I mean, that's how
Right.
I would have
But
thought about it.
they only tax you if your home value actually went up.
Yeah.
So if something helped your value go up, if taxes are an indication, right?
Right.
But yes, that is more equity. That is when they sell it, or if they wanted to, do whatever, reverse mortgage with it, whatever they wanted to do, it's going to enable them to get more money.
Absolutely.
Right. And
Yeah.
we're talking to a mortgage expert right here.
Mhm.
So
That's right. See, I'm
listen,
I'm like,
people,
this is a good
mortgage
thing.
expert
This is
right
good.
here.
This is
It
good. That's
is.
more equity. It's a bank account for you.
Right.
It-
Absolutely.
This, like I said, you sell it and move on, or you sit there and use that equity. But it is a unused bank account, that equity.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, the more equity you get, the better, stronger position you're in. And for the, I know a concern might be for some elderly people, but once they get the over 65 exemptions and frozen, certain taxes are frozen, there's really very little
They're
effect on the
exempt.
elderly
Right.
people, no matter what values are doing. So, well, what was some of what did they like? What was the positive that some of the
Yes.
neighbors said?
They were saying it was several comments that I heard, and that they were excited, that the new homes were coming, coming in an area um to just kind of bring more life to the area.
Right.
And there was I had heard one lady on, I think it was on Channel 6. She said something about a lot of the residents owners had passed away, and their families had moved out, and they want them to come back.
Yes.
So just it's been a lot of positive too. So, but maybe we can get those families to come back, or even police officers, or um, just the newer homes will be there.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, I've been
Yeah.
getting a lot of positive feedback too.
Got to get
So
some
it's like,
Right.
first responders back in the communities,
Right.
firefighters, EMS,
Right.
ambulance type stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's always good opportunities for those folks too. Good programs out there for
Yes.
financing. So, yeah.
And it brings jobs, right? Because that's bringing jobs back into their community,
Right.
which is great. You need jobs in your community. You need closer to home.
Mhm.
A lot of times it's helpful being, in a smaller town. It's a tighter community. So you have more, more support and more, neighbors that are looking out for you and watching out for you. I mean, I would feel that would be, those are for me, I feel, and what you're doing is amazing, because that is an ideal situation for this smaller community to start growth.
Right.
Maybe not too much growth. I mean, it doesn't have to go overboard like Burleson.
Yeah, I don't plan
Which
to do that.
that's not overboard. We
Yeah.
love Burleson. I'm not talking badly about Burleson. I love Burleson. But it's grown and it's grown significantly. But it doesn't have to be like that. It can be just enough, like you said, to bring in more of the law enforcement, the fire departments, bring in some more of those jobs and
Right.
even some small little boutiques and stuff, to where people might want to, when they're driving by, they stop in and have a nice little old town cozy restaurant where they can sit and eat. It's bringing
Yeah, a little
business.
coffee shop or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, and think about other people that maybe had not thought about that part of Wichita Falls. And now they say, well, she's done it, but she's not going to go in there and build 20 homes.
No.
But hey, why couldn't I go in there and put in a couple of nice new homes in there too?
Yeah.
So, when usually when you're sitting there, when you see someone do a good idea, it's no sin to copy them.
Right.
If you see a good idea from someone, be like, so you might, get something started that direction too.
Right.
Or it could start affecting a west side or a north side of Wichita Falls. I mean, you never know when people see that and be like, wow, why don't we build that on the south side?
Right.
Who knows?
Right.
Who knows what it'll turn into?
Yeah.
But it's change, and it's good quality change.
Yeah, I agree.
Very eye appealing. If someone's passing, look at that home. Yeah. I think it's going to have all kinds of positive.
Yeah, especially for the homeowners that have been living in maybe the older houses. They're going to look at those homes and they're like, okay, you know what, honey? I think we need to repaint. We need to get some new flooring in here. Let's update a little bit.
I do renovation lending too. So just give me a call and we'll get you fixed up, and you can make your house look however you want to, right?
Yeah.
So you're right. It's going to wake people up. Well, they just see ideas, something new. It's like, wow, that would look good. Like, why couldn't we do that? Some portion of that.
And for those that can't afford to, not trying to cut you off, but that can't afford to renovate the house, my next project that I'm looking into is to try to get some type of government funding to help those people to where if they wanted to do it, then the money would be there. We could do it. We could do it through Cloud Custom Homes.
Right.
There you go.
That would be awesome. Or some kind of like fundraising event, to kind of put something back towards some of these, folks that are needing a little bit more assistance in bringing their home back to life.
Right.
Right. That'd be so cool.
Right.
Oh yeah. Well, if you can get the government involved in community reinvestment.
Yeah.
Right. That's my next goal, to try to help the people, that would like to have help or redo their homes or whatever.
Yes, that would be so awesome. And then get the community involved too. Like if you have any youngsters, hey, let's come help us paint this house today.
Right.
I mean, that's what I think. And I feel more communities need to do. So this is just inspiring that you've got this going in this smaller area. And hopefully people are seeing that and they want to also contribute and do something too.
I hope so.
That'd be awesome.
I really do.
So if you're listening, we need your assistance here. Let's go. Let's bring this community back up to life and bring it to life. Because I think that's beautiful.
Thank you.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
In that size of a town, it's a city. In Wichita Falls, fine city. I did some hunting up there last year, north of there. So but you can really make an impact in the towns and in the smaller cities.
Right. Right.
Before even taking on Dallas or something just big. Dallas is big. I mean, it's just no other way to say it. It's big.
That's why I said, let me start somewhere small first. And then surprisingly, most of the contractors that has built this home, this Cloud Custom Home, are either from the east side or still live on the east side. I mean, they used to, So it's like, this is a true, these are people they're contract, they're licensed, this plumbers, that, electrician. They, like I said, they either lived over there once, kind of grew up over there at some point in their lives, or hung out over there with friends, and some of them are still living over there.
That's awesome. Yes. So I mean, that means more to them, I think, too. That's probably why they put and invested so much into it.
Right.
Because they wanted to see this happen in their hometown, right?
Right.
So that's awesome. I love it. I think that's very inspiring. And I think, for you as a new builder, because you're fairly new And so being a new builder, like coming in and wanting to do something like this, like that shows the heart, and that shows, you know, I feel for me as, if I were to be a buyer, I'd want my builder to have that same kind of, heart and the feelings and the wanting to improve even just smaller communities. And, maybe, build some out in Dallas or whatnot, but you're still looking for, I feel like you're still wanting to stay within that same kind of, those same smaller families.
Right.
That need that.
Neighborhoods.
The
Yes.
neighborhoods.
Yes.
Neighborhoods, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's the word I was
That's
looking
it.
for.
Bunch of houses lined up together along the street. We're going to call those neighborhoods.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
but yeah, so you're right. No matter how big the city, really, it's just divided up in a lot of neighborhoods, right?
It really
Right.
is. Yeah. And there are a lot of neighborhoods in Dallas that need that. There's a lot of neighborhoods in Fort Worth that need that.
Absolutely.
I mean, even Joshua's a little bit older, and like I went, and this is what happened. Builders came in and started building newer houses. And then a lot of the homeowners that had older homes, you could see it. It was starting to happen. They were all updating or doing something new to their house, to bring into more equity for them, I'm sure, because they're seeing that there's growth. So where there's growth, there's opportunity.
Right.
So,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You're right.
Yeah, it's
You're
everywhere.
right.
It's not
It's
isolated
everywhere.
to one area,
Right.
but
Yeah.
it shows you can do it anywhere.
Yeah. So if you're a builder, I mean, hey, let's get with the program. Let's
Get
go.
going. Instead of all this, because you have all this vacant land. Of course, everybody looks at vacant land and goes, "All right, development. What's this going to be someday? What's that going to be?" And it follows the people. Or,
Yeah.
Well, I don't know who follows what, right? Commercial follows residential. Residential follows commercial. Which way is it going to go?
Right. Right.
You know?
Typically it goes commercial, follows residential, right?
Yeah.
I want to say that's where it starts.
Yeah.
No one's going to put in a big store unless they know there's plenty of homes around,
Right.
right?
And then they're gonna
Yes.
put it on Starbucks or whatever. They're gonna make sure they put it on the right side of the street. So when you either going to work,
Uh-huh.
it'll be convenient. I don't know a lot about commercial, but I know it's a lot
Location.
of location. Yeah,
Yes.
convenient.
Yes. I think that's real estate in general.
Right.
Okay. Real estate in general is location, location, location.
Right.
How many times do you see one street, this gas station on the right, this gas station on the left, and you're like, this one's always busy and this one hardly any?
Yeah.
It's
I'm gonna go to the one that's
location.
less.
Now, maybe this one that's always busy is just better, or something's wrong with the other one. But let's assume they're the same, both quality rent.
Right.
Then what is it? It's maybe location, ease of getting in and out.
It's that
Yeah.
exactly. 'cause
Right.
And it's the high traffic. It's the
the
traffic
high-
area.
They look at that in commercial. They look at the traffic.
Yep.
They look at that kind of stuff because that's money.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like, where's the traffic going? Is it going this
Right.
way or going that way? Because
Right.
I want to be where it's going this way.
Right.
Oh,
Spam call.
but
yeah.
yeah, we get a lot of those. We get a lot of those.
I hate that. They
You do.
blow me up.
Science girl.
Yeah, but sometimes I will tell you that I've seen spam, and then it's like it's a client, and I'm like, why is the phone showing a client as spam? And it's like it's infuriating. So then it's like, do I answer? Do I not?
I answer. I answer every single one of them.
It's
Oh, really?
frustrating.
I do, because you never know. Did you know that there is a spook number? It is called spook. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so a spook phone number is where
Like
you can
Halloween.
call. Well, you call. It's I don't know how you work it. I don't know if it's an app. I just learned about this. So anyway, somehow you are able to put somebody's phone number in with one number different, and they will answer it. Because it's like you're calling yourself. You first look at it, you're like, wait, that's my number.
Oh,
I've gotten
that.
those.
I've seen it where I thought I was calling
Yes.
myself. I was like, why am I calling me? And then it's like, oh.
Right.
But then I'm like, no, that's not real.
You should answer it. You should answer it because
See who it
people
is.
are using this because they don't want them to know their number, or they can't get a hold of you
I heard about that.
with your number.
Yeah.
That now they can get a hold of you.
Huh.
Right?
How do you
It's
get the
genius.
number? That's crazy. It's really
Oh my
weird.
God. I'm gonna start using that. Sorry, guys.
But I think you have people that sit up all day and night and just study how to do this kind of stuff. Like
Yes.
why would you think to even do that? I mean,
Right.
mix the numbers up, and it's like your number. Come to think of it, I have seen numbers come through my phone that looks like my number. That's
Yeah.
very similar to my number.
Yeah. It's just one number off, but you don't
Yeah.
recognize that right off the bat.
Yeah, but that's like marketing companies, right?
Yeah,
Trying to
marketing
call you
companies are
and
doing
selling it.
and agents are doing it.
Okay.
Agents are doing it. Like if you have leads that have started ghosting you, or you think they're ghosting you, life happens. You know,
Yeah.
life happens. Sometimes we have clients or we have leads that, you know, they kind of get a little something's happening in their life where they just don't want to answer their phone at all. They're not answering anybody's calls. It's not just you. It's not about you.
Right.
Otherwise, they would block your number.
They would block my number. Yeah, exactly. It's not blocked. They're just not answering my calls. So then you do the spook and you call them and they answer.
Wow.
It's like, oh, okay. How you doing? Everything okay?
Well, I'm going to answer it next time.
I'm telling you.
Yeah,
I'm
because I'll
telling
be blocking them.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't block
Probably
them.
blocking out a lot of people that that I shouldn't.
Am I going to be? Are you spooking me? What's going on here?
I'm going to spook you one day just to see if it works. You're going to be my first victim.
Yes. Do it.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. So, I mean,
just don't record the conversation.
Oh, I record. I have a recorder on mine actually that records. You know, being in real estate, I like having that.
Probably the
it
way
like,
you are, it probably should be recorded.
It should.
Well,
He said, "Don't record in
Just
case he
saying.
call you something bad."
right. I go back and delete the ones that are like, okay, I don't need that one. But it does. It records every single one of my phone calls. That way, you know, if anything comes back and somebody says that I said something that I didn't, and I know I didn't, I'm like, okay, well, we can go back to the recording.
Oh, dang.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm serious.
So you talk to
I'm
those kind
legit.
of people.
Sometimes. Well, I had a situation.
She makes a lot of people mad.
Well, no, not me. Right? Not me. I mean, I've had agents where they have gaslighted me. They were gaslighting me. And I was like, no, you will not. I'm gonna start recording this. Let's go. Okay. And then I sent it back and I was like, nope, that is not what said. Look, I want you to listen. I mean, because you have to be careful. You do. I mean, in our situation, there is legality stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And I make sure that I do everything legal. So
Yeah.
don't mess with me.
You don't want to be in it on a trick advisor.
Yeah, exactly. That's why the expert advisor. Okay. This is why.
The store's going to get kicked in someday. They're going to come get you right when the show's on. No, that's not true. I got it recorded.
I got it recorded right here. Hold on. Let's listen. Calm down. Calm down.
Waiting on the other side of the door.
Oh, Lord. Hope I get out this window.
Oh, you've been in real estate a long time. How did agents like they're kids? And I'm not talking bad about anybody. Look, I'm just saying, like, we all have things that go on in our lives, and you know, they may have not realized that they were gaslighting, but they were. I mean, I don't know everybody's story or situation, and I'm not trying to, but I have had to where I've had to go back and say, this is what because if you're not going to text me and we don't have it in email, I'm going to have it in a recording.
Well, you know, in real estate, you have everything is in writing. It's put that way for a reason.
Exactly.
Because, you know, we sleep at night, we get up in the morning and get our coffee and we start running. You know, you're driving and trying to text, trying to answer the phone, trying to get where you're going. And it's like, oh, did I say that? Well, you told me I said that. So everything has to be in writing. That's one of the biggest real estate pet peeves.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the paper. Oh yeah, believe me, the paperwork. Yeah.
Yeah.
No verbal agreements.
Yeah.
You know.
Verbal agreements.
That's
why I record it.
Yeah. Well, but they're not binding.
They're not binding,
No,
right?
well-
they're not legally binding.
Well, how I've understood it is if you take your conversation and you translate it onto a script, right? Now it's legally binding.
Okay.
Oh,
Is
if
that
you
wrong?
record it,
If you record it and then you translate the conversation and the script and you script that into it, like you put it on paper, like you put it in like a note kind of situation, right?
well, you might
Is
be
that
right.
now?
I don't know. Do
I'm
they have to sign
pretty
it?
sure that's legally. I mean,
Yeah,
if
I
you want
think
them to sign it, like, hey, this is the conversation. We can both listen to the recording, and I've already put it over onto a script so that you can read it and see it, and it's on paper, and yeah, sign here, please.
Well, they would need to sign it. Otherwise, they'd be like, well, that's not how I meant it. And then how do you go back and prove that they didn't mean
It's
it that way?
recorded.
Well, but it'd be like, well, I said it the wrong way. I don't know. Well, that's a legal discussion, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Check with your brokers.
Right. And you have to tell them all my conversations are recorded.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I think some stuff. I think she's right. I think there's some stuff that's.
We'll see.
Sometimes you have to. I mean,
we may find out.
we're going to find out. Next show, I'm going to have the answers to this.
Okay.
Hey, Candy's Dirt, she might know.
She might know.
She might know. We
I
have Candy's
should know.
Dirt.
I just finished my broker's classes, but don't ask me.
Well, yeah, because there is so much. There is so
It's a
much.
lot.
It is a lot.
It's a
It is a
lot.
lot. And that's why we started the show, because I wanted to be able to educate the consumers as well as the other agents, brokers. This is what's going on. Like, we need to be able to be informed and know what we're doing, because you don't want a legal situation.
Right.
No.
I have not going to win.
No.
You
No
wanna
one
stay
does.
out of
Yeah, I'm going to stay out of trouble.
Right.
Trouble will not come to me, I hope.
Stay out of
Let's
court.
not go that. Yes.
Well, with
Get your
three-
seller's disclosure sign.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a big one,
Disclose,
right?
disclose.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
with 3 minutes left, is there one big broad stroke you want, like advice you want to give to people out there,
Yes.
or anything inspirational, or what would you tell someone who's thinking about doing what you're doing right now, what you just done?
I would say go for it. I know, it's you get cold feet, you get kind of nervous, and you be excited about your project, and at the same time it's like, oh, I can't do that. But you can.
Yes.
You can. And I felt the same way. I'm like, I can't. And it took me about 6 months of trying to get my nerves together and before I just stepped out and actually did it. So, but yeah, you can do it. You can do anything you put your mind to doing. If you have a passion for it, go for it.
Yes.
And it will be successful as long as you see after it and just continue, with it. I think you could do it. And that's for anybody with any project. It don't have to be building, just
Right.
anything that you have a passion to do.
Okay.
Yeah. You go do it.
Do
It's
it.
all mindset. I love it. I
Do
love how you
it.
said just go for it.
Don't wait, do
Yeah.
it.
Go
Pray
for it.
about it and do it.
It's like I told a friend of mine, pull the trigger already. Not
Yeah.
a gun.
No.
No, not the gun.
No.
But pull the trigger on what he wanted to do. I was like, why are you holding yourself back? You're limiting yourself. I think that's
Was
awesome.
it, you mentioned praying, so a lot of times it's self-reflection, talking to God. Was there maybe a friend, family member, or someone, mentor, someone that also like, hey, you can do this, you're ready? Was it more internal, you yourself just having to make yourself, or was it there's some external positive factors that saying, hey, this can be done?
It was internal, meaning that it was me and my 3 children. Well, they're grown, but they always tell me, Mama, you can do it. You can do it. I'm like, yeah, it's easy for you to say,
Yeah.
but yeah, they encourage me a lot
That's awesome.
to, to move forward and to go for it, So I said, okay, let me try it. But I was very nervous. I didn't know, like I said, a lot of the verbiage to use to talk to people. But eventually, like I said, I just prayed about it, and it took me 6 months of, even after my kids talking to me and encouraging me, it still took me 6 months to build it up, to like you said, pull the trigger, not
Yes.
not the physical trigger.
Right.
Get started.
But pull the trigger on making it happen. Yes.
Making it happen.
Yes.
So
I love
do
it.
it.
Do it.
Awesome.
Do
Good
it.
stuff. And look forward to hearing about your first when it sells, and breaking
Yes.
ground on the new one, the second one. And
We'll have to have you back
Right.
on to talk about that then.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
well,
Thank
we
you.
appreciate you coming on.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Glenda. Yay.
You're welcome.
Thank you, listeners. Thank you so much for listening to us and putting up with us. And we love y'all, and y'all have a great week.
From Burleson to Venus and Grandview to Godley, this is the voice of Johnson County, Joco Community Radio.
Here's important new information from the Diabetes Solution Center for you, a family member or a loved one suffering with diabetes. If you have lost your provider or if you need a provider for diabetic supplies, you may qualify to receive your diabetic testing supplies now with little or no out-of-pocket cost, regardless of your age. All you need is Medicare,